Salt dough ornaments are an all-time favorite Christmas craft. These gingerbread men are a little spin on the original craft because I've added some spices to the recipe for color and to make them smell good. So let me show you how. For this project, you'll need 1/2 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of salt, several teaspoons of spices such as cinnamon and nutmeg, a bowl, a spoon, a rolling pin, a gingerbread man cutter, baking sheet, skewer or toothpick, wax paper, Mod Podge paintbrush, puffy white fabric paint, ribbon or rickrack, and scissors. Mix together 1/2 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of salt, and then a few teaspoons of cinnamon, about a teaspoon of cloves, and you can put some nutmeg in the mix if you would like. We're just trying to color the dough and make it smell good. So you can use any combination or amounts of the spices that you would like. Stir all your dry ingredients together. Add enough water to make a fairly dry dough. I'm going to start with just under 1/4 cup of water. Stir it together and see how it feels. It's a little bit dry, so I am going to add the rest of the water. Once most of the dry ingredients are clinging together, you can remove it from the bowl and knead it just a little bit to get a nice smooth dough. I'm going to work with half of my dough at once, so I'm going to wrap the other half in saran wrap so that it won't dry out. So I'm going to use a rolling pin to roll out my dough just to about 1/4 of an inch thick. Use the cookie cutter to cut out your gingerbread men. Remove the extra dough and then place them on a cookie sheet. Use a skewer or a toothpick to make a hole in the top of the gingerbread men. Make it bigger than you think it needs to be. It'll close up just a little bit in the oven, and you want to make sure to be able to fit your ribbon through. Put them in the oven at 250 degrees for several hours until they are completely dried out. When the gingerbread men are baked and completely cooled, coat them with a layer of Mod Podge or other sealant. Coat the backs as well. Once the Mod Podge is dry, decorate your gingerbread men with white fabric paint. It's nice if you use a puffy paint to get a little bit of dimension. Don't worry if it's not perfect and looks a little bit wonky, because that gives them character and makes them look more realistic. When the fabric paint is dry, thread some ribbon or some rickrack through the hole and tie a knot at the top to make an ornament. And you're finished. Please subscribe to my channel for other great holiday crafts and other ideas. There's new videos every week, so you don't want to miss one.